Good showing, tenor. We did good. Yes. Good numbers. Look at all these tenors. Look at the rainy days are difficult. Tenor power.
All right, technical difficulties as usual. Shall we stand? Technical difficulties are my fault. Just my lack of ability to move a button. So let's start. Feet shoulder width and start with a stretch of the right arm. And as we do these, let's keep the breath moving at all times. And try the other arm.
Oh, you'll be okay, Bob.
What's that? Oh. And in honor of Julia Morris, this cactus. Oh, I just love the way that feels. Yeah, that's great. And let's do shoulder up to your ear. And release. And again, we're always keeping the breath moving through all this tendencies going on. Bring your shoulders up, you hold your breath. Just focus always on keeping the breath moving. Give yourself some movement like this. Yeah, let's drop our heads down to the left. Feel free to stretch a little extra if you like. And let's try the other side. And let's twist at the waist. And wrists, like so. And the other direction. This is more for piano. It feels good anyway, right? Okay. Good. Let's try some lip trills to start with. We're going to start in B major. What I'd like to do is go. So we're going to jump an octave, try and do a portamento, so we're getting all the pitches in there like. And then open to it on the top and back down. Okay, ready, and. We have a raised soft palate and that there's plenty of space there, and that we're listening to each other to keep the purity of the vowel. Let's come back down. So listen as much as you sing. Ready, and that's nice. Oh! part of it. First head voice, then mid-range, then chest voice. Try and keep the energy through each of these shifts. One more time on ready, and. Transition to chest. Oh, I love that sound. That's fantastic. Now, what did I write here? Yeah, this one's is. We'll go a little slower than that. So it's eats on the dotted 8th, 16th rhythm. When we do the make sure that we're not just dragging an over random pitches. So what I'm kind of hearing is so it's a little indeterminate where those pitches are. What I want to hear is there's an on each one of those pitches. Can we try that again? Let's come back down. So it's and then the O's. Ready, and. Yes, that's good. And so it'll sound like mi, me, ma, mo. Remember that one? Yeah. So we move up on that last one. So bass 2s, we'll be singing on a B flat, just starting with mi, baritones, mi, tenor 2, mi, and tenor 1, mi. The idea here is to work on blend as well as purity of vowels. So we're listening as much as we sing. Here's a chord, mi, me, ma, mo, mu, and move up. 2, ready. Mi, me, ma, and breathe. Mi, me, ma, Thank you. Thank you. I will work on that. I actually do want to take voice lessons. Maybe someone could teach me how to sing that high. But that's neither here nor there. So we have one for the tenors. This is for the basic, but tenors, do please join us. We want a really relaxed jaw. Like very loose ends there. We're just going to go very low basses. And should feel very relaxed and easy.
It's very quiet down there.
No, I could hear it, and it was vibrating nicely. Let's have a seat. Before we get into the music proper, I want to try one exercise that, well, it'll probably come across as a little weird, but here's what I want you to do. We're going to say the word Shrek, like Shrek without the K. Or we could even say Shrek. Shrek is fine. But what I want to happen is for each Shrek to be a half note long, and I'm going to give you quarters. So what it would be like is this. These are quarters. Shrek, Shrek. And the goal here is to get the sh-er out before the downbeat, so that when I'm doing the downbeat, you're on the vowel. Remember we worked on this kind of with Ming last week? We've really got some challenges in terms of the German number. It's either, I think it's number 8. So, we're going to have to deal with this. Can we try this together, just going, don't do the K. Just shred, shred. Can we try that? 1, 2, ready, and shred, shred, shred. That's good. So you see how early we have to get the SH going before that's going to happen. Now, can we do it without doing an unintentional accent? What I'm hearing is shred, shred. We're kind of slamming into the end vowel. So more gently into the end. 2, 3, and shred, 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 shred. You got the end. Great. Let's get to work on this Mendelssohn. We're going to go straight to number 8. And I don't think you're on the same page numbers as I am. My number 8 starts on page
78.
Okay, yeah, so I'm totally different than you. So we're going to start right at bar 14.
Yeah.
Where do you, at your bar 14, you have shred, click, look at this. Let's start out by speaking this in a rhythm.
Page 79.
79? Okay. This is very fast. It goes, that's the tenor solo. We're supposed to go like, it's about that fast. But for now, let's take it way back about this tempo. Have we done over the German at all?
Leiber.
Not at all?
Leiber. Secretary.
Oh yes, Leiber. Thank you. So we have been over the German.
Yes.
Great. Let's try that. 1 and 2 and. That's really good. That's just fine. Last und spleen. Last und spleen. Make sure that we get the T of last. And we hear that going into the uns and then fleen. Let's take the tempo up a little bit. 1 and 2. more time, even faster. 1 and 2. Now notice we start at a pianissimo here. It's almost, I think of it almost like whispered, like you don't want to get caught. But we do build up pretty quickly. These last und fleens, we do a little crescendo at bar 18, and then each one gets a little bit louder until finally at bar 24 we're already up to a full fortissimo. So I want to try this now, still speaking, and just to get used to the rhythm on your own, so we're fully counting even without hearing other things. I want to go all the way from 14 to 32. See how that goes. And do the dynamics and enjoy it. So we're at a pianissimo to start, and 1 and 2. Schreckliche verhetzte Liebe, Menschen wollten Drachen Weiber. Lass uns crescendo und fliehen. 1, 2, and 1. 1, 2, and 1. Good. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Der Töse, sich da flammt, da zieht der Böse. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now notice the dynamics here. Fortissimo to start, and then there's a sudden piano in bar 28. And we're building right back up. It's a really neat device. Okay, so it's welch entsetzliche Getöse sich da flammt, da zickt der Böse. Let's try that right at bar 24. A little under tempo. 1 and 2. Okay, so we're not really in sync. Try and follow with the beat that I'm giving you. 1 and 2. Welch entsetzlich sich da flammt, da zickt der Böse. Now piano and crescendo. Dampfet ring sein Höhlenboden. And so it's aus dem Boden. Dampfet rings ein Höhlenboden. Let's go pick up to bar 28. We're at piano, but we're building immediately. Pick up to 29, excuse me, on aus dem Boden. 1 and 2. Crescendo. Dampfet rings ein Höhlenboden. Yes, good. Let's add some pitch to this, shall we? Now the trick here is finding your starting pitch, which is an E. But finding that can be a little tricky. So what I want to do is play the previous 4 bars of the Tenor Soloist. I'm going to start at Menschenwolf. And when we get to the downbeat of bar 14, will you sing your starting pitch just on schre and really focus on getting that E vowel in there? So I'm at bar 10, the middle of bar 10. 1, I'll go a little under tempo. 1, 2. 1, 2, and that's it. It's the right pitch. What did I just do? Thing with these iPads, if you hit it in the wrong place, it'll jump 50 pages, which is what just happened. Anyway, don't worry about dynamics for now. Just come in strong so I can hear that A vowel on pitch. One more time, same place, and 1, 2. And And did I want to get some of that sh and the R before we get that. So one more time and give me that SH and R so I can hear it. At 10. 1, 2. Good, good. Let's try this now at schreckliche verhexte Leibe. With the piano. And 1 and 2. Pretty good, pretty good. One more time. A little bit, try and stay pianissimo this whole time. Don't give it away. 1 and 2. And now we build. And let's go 1 and 2 and 1. Thank you, thank you. So we're going to hear the tenor go, our tenor soloist, who's phenomenal, by the way. If you haven't heard him, you're in for a real treat. At bar 23, the tenor soloist, you'll hear him go, "Don't fatigue." I did it again. I'm so sorry. Okay. This is bar 23. And then your chord is this, that diminished chord. So you're going to hear dee-dum, and then your chord. And that is bass and baritone, tenor 2, and tenor 1. Can I just hear that chord? And on, what's the word, welch? Just welch, and. That's really nice. Let's put that in the context of the tenor and just sustain welch when we get there. This is pick up to bar 23. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Yeah, close, close. If you're a bass, you don't want to be singing down here. You're up here. So we just want to hear 3 chords. You're kind of doubling the melody from the tenors. Same thing. And we still got one bass singing down here. And let's build that chord again. Bass baritone. And tenor 2, tenor 1. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's read from there. Don't need to go full on fortissimo for now. This is just for pitch. Bar 24 picking up to 25. 1 and 2. And piano. Really good, really good. Now, let's do the same thing. I'll play the tenor part again. This time, I really want you to come in strong, fortissimo, and do the subito piano at bar 28 and building again immediately. So here's pick up to 23. Sorry, guys. 1 and 2. Dun, dun. Stay fortuoso. And. Okay, so we got the arc going now, the arc of the phrase. Rhythmically, check out bar 29. Make sure you're not going straight quarters. It's dum bum bum. And we've got a really cool sort of call and response thing going between you and the tenor soloist. Before you were singing the Lass uns fliehen, and now the tenor soloist sings that while you take over the melody. So, same place. This is pick up to bar 23, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Oh, tenors, remember we got to back off there at pick up to 29 on Aus dem Boden. It's a subito piano there.
Is the piano on the Aus dem? We have it in the score just on the downbeat of 29.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, my score I have it at Aus dem.
It makes more sense there, but it's
not much more, yes. So let's do that at Aus dem. Okay, one more time. This is coming along nicely. 1 and 2. And the tenor. And building. Let's go on. Here's the tenor. And piano. Beautiful. And then we go into number 9. Cool, so this is coming along nicely. It's really not too difficult. When we do the last uns fleens, starting at bar 40 in the pickup to 41, make sure that we get that final end of fleen so that we know when that cutoff is. So it would be last uns fleen, little bit of a n. They're very specifically on that third beat, although I think you'll probably conduct in 2, even though it's in 4. Let's just say it as it is. Make sure that you're off on the third beat and that we get a little bit of n from fleen. Let's just do the last uns fleens that pick up to 41, starting with the tenor ones. And also, remember at bar 44, 45, and 46, in the tenor part, it's listed as going tenor 1, then tenor 2. I believe Ming wanted us to all sing all of those. And similarly, bass baritones that is bar 46. The bass 2s are indicated as a rest there, but bass 2s sing along also on that final last uns fleen. Last uns fleen. So we're at the tenor one. Pick up to bar 41. Last uns fleen. Last uns fleen. Okay, are you ready, tenors? 1 and 2. Okay, the pitches are there, rhythms there. I don't hear the ends though. Can you give me a little bit of a shadow schwa with that? Last uns fleen. So I really hear it. 1 and 2. Last uns fleen. 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 Yeah, you got it, bass. It's last uns fleen. Now, that's really good. Can we now, on those last 3, make each one a little less? It'll take a lot of listening and a lot of energetic breathing to make it happen. Each one gets quieter and quieter as though you're actually fleeing. Last uns fleen means let us flee. Same place. 1 and 2. Last uns fleen. Last uns fleen. It's good. It's good. Bass baritone. The rhythm has to be a little stricter. It's a little mushy on your last ones. It's just got to be right in. Last uns fleen. Try it again, please. 1 and 2. Last uns fleen. Good. Last uns fleen. Last uns fleen. And less? And less again. Okay, we got a couple too many pitches there if you're a bass, baritone. Last uns fleen is the last one. I'm sure we'll get that. So let's back up again to bar 35. We're at forte. And all a bunch of C's and then right off on 1. Don't carry that over at bar 40. This is pick up to 35, all voices. 1 and 2. Good, good. A cappella, please. 1 and 2. Yeah, I'll give you a better entrance. This pick up to 36. This can be really demonstrative and strong on these. Last uns fliehen aus dem Boden. Really marcato on those single quarter notes. And 1 and 2. That's good. Oh boy, those quarter notes were dynamite. We got a little messed up when we went into the harmony. Could I hear just basses and baritones at bar 38? Just give it a listen, bass baritone. So you got that nice tritone here. There's bass and baritone, a little under tempo, 1 and 2. It's great, except don't hold over on the end. It's just broden. One more time, bass baritones a cappella, please. 1 and 2. Very nice. Tenors at the same spot, please. 38. Tenor 2s, tenor 1s, and a 1 and 2. Yeah, and again, don't carry over too long on den. And that B natural can be really high, tenors. You know how when we do solfege, T is this? It's because we want it to be high. It's always leading to the, what do you call it? The tonic. Yes. Okay, let's put it all together now. Here's that really fun diminished chord. Is that a 7th? That is a diminished 7th. Okay, so we're back at bar 36 now. So let's keep that same beautiful energy and carry it through when we get to the chords. And 1 and 2. And yeah, I'll take that. Oh yeah, we could have gone on, huh? Okay. Let's back it up again, please, to bar 24. Vincent. Okay, so we're at bar 24, picking up to 25. Bass, tenor 2, tenor 1. That same beautiful quarter note energy that you had. 1 and 2. Da, 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 da. Okay, it's not bad, it's not bad. I'm hearing that the tenors are very good with those dotted rhythms. Basses, it's a little sluggish at starting at picking up to 29. Can I just have bass and baritones at this? That's the sort of strictness of rhythm that we need there. This is picking up to 29, baritone, or bass and baritone, and a 1 and 2. Yes, that's it. Good.
Paul, can you play the baritone?
Excuse me?
Can you play the baritone at 29? Before we pick up at 29?
Sure. Baritones, why don't you sing along with me? And a 1 and 2. Yeah, it's tricky baritone because you have that G flat and then in the next bar you have a G natural. Is that good? Okay. What I'd like to do now is take you through the entire song so we can put it into context. So I'm going to start at that same place where I was doing the tenor soloist. This is at pick up to bar 11. One second, please. There we go. Okay, same place. Pick up to 11 now. And that's where you're in. But I didn't give you a cue. Sorry about that. That's why they have me behind the piano and not like... So anyway, here we go at 10. 1 and 2. And and less. And your next pitch is? That's it, that's it. Hey, bravi, bravi. Great. Any questions on this? Okay, I could spend all night on this on the same piece, so I'm going to just stop now because I have such an ambitious list of pieces to go through. Let's start right at D flat. Let's hear those first 4 bars. 2, 3. And 1. Okay, that's in good shape. Then we hear the baritone soloist go for a walk. And our next entrance is Dein Licht. Let me just check one thing. Okay. So you're going to hear the baritone say, Dein Licht, 2, 3. 2. So we're gonna put the T on beat 3, correct?
Yes.
Dein Licht. And it is an open vowel, right? It's not Licht, it's Licht. Licht, yes. So here's the baritone again. Dein Licht. Dein. That's it. Make sure that we're not letting it go Licht. There's a fair amount of that in here. It's easy to do. It sounds more natural to me. Licht. Licht. The word light is. We don't want to hear Licht. Yeah. Okay. Let's take it again with the baritone soloist. 1, 2. Dein Licht. Can we put the T together? As soon as you start singing Licht, just look up. Let's do both of them. Here's and 1, 2, 3. Too many pitches. It should be very open. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, someone's singing a third. It's just Dein Licht and Dein Licht. 2, 3. Dein Licht. 2. T together. Let's do that one again. Here's the and 2, 3. That's really good. Exactly. I don't know if I'm hearing overtones or something, but it sounded like someone might be singing an F. If you are, it's just these two. Anyway, don't need to belabor that point. Then we hear some more tenors, or more baritone singing. And we have now a very fortissimo version of this. Let's just give this a read, starting at bar 18. 1, 2, and 3. 2, 3, 4. and the 1. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10. Tiny. 1, 2, 3, and T. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. It's really gorgeous sound. Make sure when we sing the word Rauben that we stay on the first vowel of that diphthong. We don't want to hear, we want to hear a double ra through that. We don't want to hear the u, Rauben. Give it very little, if any at all, of that oo vowel that comes at the second half of that diphthong. Let's back this up a little bit to that 4-part section, this beautiful harmony. It's really 8 parts if you add in the whole choir, but can I hear just the basses and baritones at bar 31, please? So bass baritones 31, 3, 4, and 1. Good, thank you. A cappella, same place. 4 and 1. Okay, so we're not really in sync. One more time. Remember, it's Licht. And there's your octave. 3, 4, and 1. Dawn. We'll stop right on Rau, because I'm really only interested in these 2 bars here. Remember, it's Licht. And this can be more legato. We don't want it to be like, dein Licht, dein Licht. More, dein Licht, dein Licht. Okay, so basses and baritones still. 3, 4, and 1. That's it, excellent. A cappella now. 3, 4, and 1. It's good. There's one bass that's singing an octave lower occasionally. Let's just keep it as written. And now, tenors. In bar 31, please. And 3, 4, and 1. Okay, and we'll just stop right there on the bend of Rauben. One more time. So what I really want to hear is the tenor 2s. You have that relationship of T to Do there, from Licht to Dein in that first bar. Higher on the B there if you're a tenor 2. Here's tenor 2, tenor 1, and 3, 4, and 1. Good. One little quibble, because I'm a quibbler. What you just sang there was more of a triplet feel than this is a double dotted quarter. So what we should hear on the Rauben is Rauben kann. What I heard more was Rauben kann. It wasn't quite that distinctive, but it needs to be a clear 16th note there, or we'll be out of sync with the other 3 parts. Let's add everybody now at bar 31. Here's your 4 parts. And we're just going to go to the middle of 33. 3, 4, and 1. That's excellent. That's it. Outstanding. Let me hear it a cappella, because that's where the real proof is, right? If you can sing it a cappella, you can sing it anywhere. 3, 4, and 1. It's Rauben Kahn. Just try that, speaking it, just Rauben Kahn. 3, 4. Rauben Kahn. Now we still got some folks going Rauben Kahn. One more time, 3, and Rauben Kahn. That's it. Good. Now, oh, it's dumping again. I love it. Let's put this all in context now. I think we know this well enough that we could just start singing right at the beginning of 9 at D flat. Let's try it with the orchestra part. Shall we stand for a second? We've been sitting for a while. So this is pick up to bar 1 of number 9. Okay, 2, 3. Thank you. Do we have any more sound? Is that the fortissimo? Let's see, one more time. 2, 3, D. I'll skip ahead for the interest of time. Here is pick up to bar 12 with the bass, or here's the baritone soloist. 1, 2, 3. Can we get the T on beat 3? Here's the bass. Bar 30 and a 1. Oh, that was outstanding. Thank you. Let's have a seat. I hope that was as much fun for you as it was for me. Let's go back to number 1 now, shall we? Oh, and Verkan. I'm sorry, third measure from the end. Is it the rhythm? Okay. So here's the 4 pitches. Boy, that wind's really blowing now. So it's 1, 2, Verkan. It's a very sharp rhythm. As near as I can tell, that is a 32nd note, yeah? So if you think of it as Verkan, 1, 2. Let's just try that at the 3rd bar from the end. And 1, 2. Now one more time without the piano. 1, 2. It's a little early, like just let's speak it. 1, 2, Verkan. Vekam. Vekam. Try that and Vekam. Again. Vekam. Again.
Virkam.
Close. Close. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. The wind.
chorus has 16, the orchestra has 30 seconds. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I show 30 seconds in my score.
Yeah, we have 30 seconds for the chorus, and 16 for the chorus and 30 seconds for the orchestra.
Okay, well,
So we should just be doing the.
yeah, the same as the orchestra, a 30-second. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me see. Let's do what's in your score. Okay.
So the blues score, the pickup is a 16.
Okay. I would trust your score over mine, certainly. Okay. Yeah.
Same, on measure 21 through into 22, we have con, and then we go up, and then we have the end on an N on a quarter note. Do we just put an N there or on? Do we do a full syllable on that last third quarter note?
Dine. I'm not sure I understand the question.
Well, we do con.
Yes, yes. It's just an ah vowel throughout until the N drops in right before dine. Okay, does that answer the question? Okay. Let's go to number 1. Now, I know we've spent quite a bit more time on these, so I just want to really check in with them. Now, the tenor and bass parts don't start until bar 127. Is that what you have?
Yep.
Good. And just
25 in the blue book.
just to put us in context, I'd like to hear this as much as possible a cappella for now. So we're going to be right at bar 127, and we'll take it pretty close to tempo, about 1. D, flamme, lo, do, do, stem, ra. And I'll do it in a quick 2. So I'll give you 1, 2, 1, and then you're in. Here's the pitches. And 1, 2, 1. Hey, thank you. Let's build the chord first. There's bass, baritone, and tenor. So if you're a bass, make sure you're not singing. We have a tendency to sing the melody an octave lower sometimes. I'm guilty of it all the time as a bass. So we are at bar 127. 1, 2, 1. One more time, folks. Can I hear just bass baritones? Oh, 1, 2, 1. Okay, okay, that's better. Let's add the tenors back in. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, and breath. Yeah, this is pretty tough, huh? Singing all this a cappella.
Sorry, did you want all or just the tenors?
Oh, everybody, I'm sorry. I'm not always clear. Let's try that much again. It's really nice. 1, 2, 1. And building, crescendo, breath. Very nice. That's in good shape. Remember on the hinaufs though. Hinauf or hinauf on the downbeat. Hinauf, hinauf, and then we go right on with the so weird. It's not like the two that precede it. Good.
How many basses? How many baritones? Well, all right, we're good.
Indeed. I agree. So we've got, good. I want to hear these interjections now that follow. You see the tenor has this solo. This is at bar 161. Enough. And this is where we have our interjections. And I want to, they're really kind of tough to pick out how we do it. So your pitches are enough. And I'm not sure how easy it is to pick those out.
The soloist is singing.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, as actually the solo is singing what the tenors do. Yep. But it's not easy for the basses either. Although basses, you can see. Basses, I'm playing your pitches in the piano part.
Yeah, basses in the orchestra are playing we got.
Okay, great. So let's try this. I'm going to just sing, I'll be the tenor soloist, and I'll put a little bit of the orchestra in. And I just want to hear the hinauf both times. So this is at D flamme l'ora at bar, picking up to 162. And 1, 2. 1, 2. It's a little late. You got to be breathing. I would actually pretend like you're singing the solo. And so you have your breath ready for those hinaufs. This is a pick up to bar 161 or 2, let's see. I'm doing that tenor solo, D flamme, and you're in at bar 165. So here we go again, and 1, 2. Good. 1, 2, and yeah, and the hinaufs are marked in the score, I believe, as a dotted quarter, but or a dotted half. We're treating them as halves. So it's just hinauf right off on the second beat. One more time. 1, 2. 1, and he. Whoops. And. That's really good. That's, whoa, tenor. Oh, yeah, okay. Actually, we got another line there where the soloist goes. But I just love what I just heard. That was so cool. Remember the hinaufs, though. Remember where they're cut off. Did he have us cut off on the downbeat again? With the F on those hinaufs at bar 179? Or do we carry over? I think he had us cutting off on the downbeat. Anybody remember? On the downbeat, okay. So be really strict about that. Geez, look at the time. Let's back it up to Begeht den Alten at bar 174. And 1, 2, and. 1, 2. Yeah, good. And then the rest. Yeah, it's a little different. It's worth going over again. So, soloist sings a little bit at 184, and you're in at 192. 1, 2, and. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. He knows all it. Oh, this is great. Okay, that's in really good shape, folks. I don't feel like I need to go over this with piano or anything. it seems like it's in really good shape. So why don't we take,
A quick question. I think in measure 183, that cutoff, I think, was changed to a half note because the tenor soloist then comes in.
okay,
Is that right?
I don't have that marking, but I miss a lot of markings sometimes. Anybody else have that? Okay. Okay. It's 8:04. Time always seems to move so quickly when I'm up here. At least for me. Maybe it's crawling for you out there. Anyway, why don't we take 5 minutes and we'll come back at, say, 8:11. Okay, thank you.
I don't have the blue. Mom has a blue one. Yeah, they get the blue one.
Tiny system in the middle.
Right, it's tiny one, right?
Yeah.
It's very small. Don't make that mistake, don't let the full orchestra play.
Where do you play? Tilden? Oh, you're out. Yeah. Well, Sunday was miserable.
Boy, 6 minutes goes by like that, huh? Shall we come on back? We're going to work on number 3 a little bit now. You're going to hear the bass soloist.
Oh, it's a Yeti.
So that's number 3, where you sing Der Wald ist frei. I want to just get that opening, so I'm going to start I'll let you take a second to get back to your
Page
seats.
36 in the blue book.
Thank you.
36 in the blue book. Der Wald ist frei.
Yep, that's it. So for the next 50 minutes or so, I'm going to jump around a lot. We're not going to do any complete songs or anything. I've kind of just chosen what I think are some of the more challenging spots for tenor bass, and we're going to really drill some of these. So I'm going to start at bar 6 with this is a baritone solo. Can you hear me okay? Okay. And then you're in at bar 8. And I know we worked this a bit, so I expect it'll be really good. So here I am at bar 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's in good shape. Make sure that we, again, don't soften the dotted 8th 16th rhythm. Make sure that it has got that 3+1 feel to it, rather than 2+1 that we would kind of hear with the triplet. Rather than slick da 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 da, that's the triplet feel, versus, make sure that we hear that distinction. One more time, this time I'm going to play the piano part so you can really dig into yours. So here is the same place, bar 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and go. You can use the 16ths in the piano part to help with that. Schick det est zum Bra. If you listen to it against this, it's going with the da 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 da.
Bar 11.
Yeah, at bar 11. I'm still hearing a triplet feel to it. Can we just do the both parts? 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Good. Okay, jumping ahead. This is bar 31 where you have your next entrance. Leading up to this, we have a nice accelerando that happens starting at around bar 22. And we reach a new tempo at bar 27. And then you're in at bar 31. Let's give this a read. And again, this is that ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, dotted 8th 16th rhythm. No softer than that. And 1, 2. Bass. Tenor 2. That's really good. Can I hear it a cappella now? At bar 31.
Page 38, bar 31.
Thank you. And 1, 2. And tenor 2. Okay, not bad. The rhythm is not quite clean. Basses, when you came in at bar 33 with Und unsere Pflicht, you softened that rhythmic thing, so again it started sounding tripletish. We really have to be together on that. I'm going to play now.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What do you sing on that 16th note? We've got uns, and then do you repeat, or you just go, I don't know how to do it.
It's unsere. So you put
How do you articulate the 16th note if you're just holding the...
Drop the S.
Yeah, on the G, the N of are we talking about bar 33?
Bar 33 on the bass.
Yes, so unsere. Unsere.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Does that make, yes, it's very difficult.
You're dropping the first S.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, the S is
You are dropping the first S.
Unsere. Okay. Okay. Excuse me? Unsere. Yeah, yeah. Okay, what I'd like to do is try that same thing. I'm going to play the piano part because that really helps with the rhythm here. At bar 30.
Again, because there was a question that wasn't clear. We've got uns, and are we just doing uns, and then uns, re?
It's actually two words. It's uns, then unsere. Unsere is one word.
Right, but are we singing the first S in the first uns?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So it'd be unsun, unsun. So we hear the S going into the second pitch.
Okay, that was your question, David.
Okay. Are we clear? Okay. Let's start at bar 31. And 1, 2. Bass. Okay, I can't really hear because I'm playing too loud. So one more time with just your parts. I'm going to play really quietly underneath. Bar 31 and 1, 2. And mid and bass 1, 2. Tenor 2. And then we good. That's in good shape. Let me see. That's all I really wanted to do on this one. So let's go to number.
Can we do that one more time? It's hard for the tenors. I find as a tenor it's hard to come in on the tenor one of those four that goes through the two.
You mean at bar 31 you're having a hard time?
No, at bar
35, tenor one entrance.
35 and a half.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, so if you hear the tenor 2 entrance, their third pitch is what you come in. And I'm going to play the tenor 2 part, then tenor 1s, you come in at bar 35, okay?
We come in on a G, not a D. Not a B.
I have you coming in on a B.
B.
Yeah. Okay, so here we are at 34, playing the tenor 2 part. 1, 2. Tenor 1. Yeah, yeah. One more time. Let's have the tenor 2s bring us in. And 1, 2. Yeah, I couldn't really tell if that was a B when you came in there. One more time, please. That's a perfect fourth underneath that E that they sing. You can also hear in the bass part, they go, and you're a half step below that when you come in. So it goes like this. And then that's your starting pitch if you're tenor 1. Let's try it at 34, tenor 2s, and 1, 2. Tenor 1. Okay? Yes?
There's another confusion there. What's the syllable on our tenor 1 first two notes there?
Uns.
Yeah, except that the next, so are we saying, it's up above, never mind, my bad.
Okay? Great. Any other questions on this one? Okay. Let's go to number 4, please.
Page 40 in the blue book.
This is tricky.
Okay, we're just gonna, I want to just hear this one. I'm gonna try not to stop. I can never really quite make myself do that, but I'm gonna really try. So the tenors start us off at bar 14, and then bass. And this is when we have two different kinds of singing. We have very smooth and legato singing, and it's interspersed with these da, 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 da kind of things. It's really fun. So let's start right where the tenors come in at bar 14. And 1, 2, and 1. Da, da, and bass. And sing. Two, and go. Bass. In stillen. Oh, that's your big moment, basses, where you go. You bring us in there, basses. It's a really important moment, so you got to be solid there. Let's back it up to pick up to bar 31, where you go, and then basses say it right. You hear the tenors go, okay, we are at 31. Tenors, 1 and 2. And im Stillen. And okay, that's really nice. I just want to get that one part at bar 37 basses. Fair.
We can't get our notes in the middle of the tenor chord, I guess. And the trumpet plays. It's just hard finding that easy.
Yeah, understood. Let's try this. I'm going to play the orchestra part, starting at bar 32 on that second beat where it goes. You can hear in my left hand there we go. That top pitch there is an E, and you're singing an E down there. That's one way to get it. Or the chord right before you come in. You'll hear that in the piano part, right before you sing. Dum, bum, bum. And your pitch is an octave lower than that. Can we just try? I'll start at 32, and I want you to just sustain your first pitch when we get to it. Here's 32, 1, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. It was a little late, but that's the pitch. Same thing, one more time. And 1. And that's in time. That's great. Now let's do it. Tenors, let's back us up to bar 31, where you go, and then basses, pick up to 33. And I'm going to just play the piano part, and we'll go on from there at Verteilt euch wackere Männer hier. And remember that Männer is the goal of the phrase. It's the high point of the phrase in terms dynamically. Okay, tenors, you ready? We're pick up to 31 and a 1 and 2. The bass. Im Stillen. Yeah, only one pitch though. Someone was on a G sharp. It's actually the C. And remember, we're doing la 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 la. Really want to hear that phrasing. Same place, tenors.
Maybe one hint for the basses is after you finish on that low C sharp, you can keep singing that low C sharp and then bounce up the third in your head.
Indeed. Yeah, that's a good point too. Okay, we're at pick up to 31. Ready, tenors, 1 and 2. Yeah. Can I just hear that phrase alone basis? Here's the E. 1 and 2. Can it be more crescendo and less subito forte on mena? So la la la, each pitch louder than the one previous. 1 and 2. Yeah, now we're getting there. The rhythm is not clean amongst, our ensemble isn't clean there on that dotted quarter eighth rhythm. And also make sure you breathe in time so that the ver comes in on time. It's a little late. 1, 2, ready. That's good. Now, can it be a little more legato and less longer phrase, less note? Here's the E, and 1 and 2. Yes, good, thank you. That's all I wanted to touch upon in this one. Yes?
Before we leave this, could we have practice getting the tenor entrance in 13? Maybe we could start like at 9 and get us in, see if we can hit that entrance.
Sure. I even had a note to do that. But I'm just, in the interest of time, I will start at the pickup to, I'll start at bar 9, like you said. Maybe you should. No, it's great. Here's 9. If I can play it. 1, 2, and 1. No, 1. That's it. One more time. And 1. That's it. Nice. Okay.
Before we leave it, could we just do this number again? We've gotten it close, but we're just not that solid.
You mean the entire thing?
Yeah, number 4. It's worth it just putting it all together.
Sure, we can do that.
Thank you.
Um,
We'll have to let something else go, but we're starting to work on it. It's just going to not solidify if we don't go.
Do you feel like you could do with the orchestra part, or do you want to hear the vocal lines? Orchestra is good? Okay. I'm going to start at bar 9 again, and 1. And 1. Bass. It's really hard for me to tell how that went. While I'm playing, but it sounded like it was okay. One thing I did hear that I would point out to you, when we get to bar 50, picking up to 53, where we go door, diese ganze Waldrevier, don't connect, or don't make them too short, either too short or too long. Too short would mean that we don't hear any vowel, like it's like almost completely staccato. That would be dieses ganze, too short. But if we connect them at all, dieses ganze, I did hear some people connecting it. That's also not what we want. So the sweet spot is you hear the vowel, but there's still separation. Okay? Great. What's next? I do need to hear number 5. And it's only 8:30. We've got time to do this. I do want to hear a little bit of it. Could I hear you at bar 49 of this before we run anything? A lot of this is pretty easy, but we have this little 4-part section that's not as easy. So this is bar 49 where we have this chord. So I'll put it in a little bit of context. And here it is again. So let's build that Kautz chord. Here's bass and baritone, tenor 2, tenor 1. Can I just hear you say ka, no u, just ka, and. Can we put the K together? And. What a beautifully balanced chord. Lovely. Let's go to bar 53. It's the same chord, just move down, what is a couple perfect fourth lower. Here's the bass, baritone, tenor 2, tenor 1. We'll read 5 bars from here. Let's go a little under tempo. Bar 53, 1 and 2, and. And then it's dum-ba-dum, back into the easy fun part. Can I hear just tenor 2s at bar 53? 1 and 2. Tough part, huh? No, that's actually quite good. Oh, one more time, all 4. Bar 53, 1 and 2, and. Good. And then you've got the Konspitzak. Let's start now at bar 27. But let me get you started with that. You've got to find that G basis, and it's not necessarily the easiest thing in the world. So here is the baritone line that comes in before you. I'm going to do the 3 bars before your entrance and see if you can nail that G. Here it is, the baritone. Strecken, and your pitch. It's that one. And you'll just come in, kommt, with a good K. Here it is again, same place. Strecken, and That's it, great. Let's just start right on that basis, and then tenors, I guess, tenors, you come in at, did he want you singing this too, tenors? No. You don't come in until? 38, okay. Very good.
So right at 27.
Right on downbeat at 27. And 1 and 2. Yeah, let's work that out, basses. So on 32 into 33, we just do that lermen weer by necht ger section there, picking up to 33 basses. 1, 2, 3. You got it? You got it? Good. Let's back it up to 27, and tenors, you're in at 38. 1, 2, 3. Let's stop there. Yeah, we'll get to that. We got some pitch issues here at the top of the page, or maybe I'm just not hearing things correctly because I'm playing. But could I hear it bar 53 again? 1, 2, 3. And kommt mit Gaben and da, da, da. And let's go on. 1, 2. That's such a beautiful sound. Can I hear the tenors picking up, or both parts, pick up to 67? Little under tempo. 1, 2. So, yeah, the reason I wanted to go over this is that the rhythm needs to be super strict, and it's a little mushy in bar 67, to use the technical terminology. It's just when the basses enter, the tenors do a great job of this, kommt mit Sachen, and then when the bass baritones come in, it's not as tight or as clean. So can we try that again? With the tenors at bar picking up to 67 tenors. 1, 2. 10. That's more like it, but I think what's happening is that we're not holding each pitch the same amount of length. Some people are carrying it a little longer than it needs to be. Kommt mit Gaben. We need to have separation between all of those. Can I hear just bass baritones at 67? And 1, 2. A cappella, and 1, 2. Yeah, ga, kommt mit was excellent. Ga was not as good. And 1, 2. Someone's hitting the G of Gaben just a hair early. And 1, 2. That's it. Good. Where the tenors come in now, kommt mit Ga, or Taken. Pick up to 67 and 1, 2. Come to and kommt. Hey, Okay, yeah, nice. Could I hear good, strong K's and T's on it? Compte, so that we've got both the K and the T. Just right on that. And 1, 2. Compte. Even more K. 1, 2. Compte. Yes, that's so exciting. I can barely catch my breath up here. I don't know if it's the mask or what. Okay, let's jump right into number 6. Put us in the right key, huh? Can I hear you just a cappella at 33? I'm going to give you 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're in. So be breathing well before you need to sing compte, that first compte. If you breathe right before you're supposed to come in, you'll be late. So I would suggest that you're inhaling for that, at least at the downbeat of bar 33. So you're to come sagen, or saken. Here's the pitch. We'll go slightly under tempo. I'll give you 1, 2, 1, and then you're in. 1, 2, 1. It's pretty good. I want you to have a sense of this pulse in your body so that you're not relying on anything other than your own sense of rhythm to get this. We're not really syncing up together on the first 4 bars of this. By the time we get to bar 39, we're in sync with each other when we're at those dotted half or quarter notes. It was a good entrance, one of the best I've heard you do, but we weren't quite in sync. So 1, 2, 1, and you're in. 1, 2, 1. Pretty good. After fa in, what is it? That's 33, 4, 5, 6, 7. 37, when you sing fa bon und mit, be careful that the fa doesn't last too long. It's slowing us down when we get to ben und mit. And how we're supposed to spit all this out is anybody's guess. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 1. We can do better. 1, 2, 1. And go on and. Yeah. More T tenors at the end of that. We were really clipping along really well. We got a little tripped up around bar 50. We began to lose a little bit of the rhythm. Can we do at Couts at bar 45? And really dig into that K here. It's such a cool moment. And also, if you're a baritone, remember that you're going to be jumping over the tenor twos on oila. You go, oila. I thought I heard a baritone off pitch there. So here we are, bar 45 on House. We'll give you 2 bars for free. 1, 2, 1. Okay, we're searching a little bit in the bass. Can we go at just bass and baritone at bar 49 on What happens, bass and baritones, is when we have that 6th beat leading to the 1, sometimes we just give it too much length and it delays the 1. If you're too lackadaisical about that 6th beat, it will slow us down. So at count in bar 49. And for both parts, when you have a sustain, when we sustain counts like this, remember that Ming wants more ah, ka, barely any oo at all. So basses and baritones alone at bar 46, please. And 1, 2. Okay, so now pitches and rhythms good. I do want to hear more of the k from counts and compt at the end. So one more time, bass. We don't. Let's just do the same place. 40. Let's add the tenors back in at 45. And 1, 2, 1. Yes. Yes. And it's really a cool moment when you go rund ge hoi le, when we go back into unison. Rund ge hoi le, really demonstratively clean with those rhythms there. This is really sounding good. Just one more time so I can enjoy it again at 45. See if I can distract you from your part. This is bar 45. I'll give you 2 bars from the piano part. 1, 2, and. Yes, good. Seems like it's there. No, really, I could hear. Jumping ahead, please, to bar 91. Now, our tendency here is to clip the oila. Ka-ta-noila, da-da-da. What we want to do is ka-ta-noila, ka-ta-noila. So let's try that at bar 91. 1, 2, and. Guys, it sounds awesome. The 6th beat is still a problem. Ta 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 ta. Here it is again. 1, 2, 1. Building. Yen most. And wow, this is sounding good. Just let me point out a couple things. At bar 95, you had those great, and I do mean great, counts and oilas. But tenors, when you come in at bar 46, you're really important there. We really want to hear da 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 da. Sopranos and altos, it's really decorative. What we really want to hear over these next 4 bars is first the tenors and then the basses answer. If you listen to it in the piano, and then bass. It's really a cool little dovetail from the tenor to the bass part there, and we really want to hear it. Same thing happens in bar 103 for the baritones. And then the bass. See what I'm getting at? Okay, so can we go back to the calzanoilas at bar 91? 1, 2, and. Tenor, bass or baritone. Baritone and bass. A little more and most. this is really coming along nice. Loved what you did at bar 133, exactly beautiful. I'm wondering if we could make our crescendo even more skillfully done. It was really nice, but I think we could still do better. Remember those first 2 bars, keep them piano before we start to build. So vi, de, ten, fa, keep those quiet. And then every pitch that follows after that, if you think of it like this, let's go, den, si, fa, ben, each one, visualize in your head that we're taking steps up in dynamic on each of those. Here's at vi, de. Let's get into it. Bar 127, bass, baritone, and tenor. And 1, 2, 1, and. And each one more. And more, and more. Yes, and. Three, 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, this is really coming along nicely. Checking the time, we have 7 minutes. Okay, I want to hear this chord that happens at bar 199. I'm going to give you some little bit of the piano part.
Oh boy.
We end up in E minor at the top, or at where we just finished at 191. And then he takes us to B minor, and we need to find that chord somehow. So if you listen to the piano part, I'll start at 193, where that's the 5th of B minor, and that's the B. So we've got to find that out of this, and that's your chord. So if I'm playing the 5th of the chord, da 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 da, bass and tenor 1, those are your pitches. Tenor 2 and baritone, you've got to find the B and the D out of that. And I just gave it away, so. No more P's. So see if you can find it. I'm just going to play this octave F sharp. And your chord is? That's really good. Here it is again. Yes. Yes, sometimes we almost hear that we want to do a B major chord there, but you didn't. So I'm really happy with that. Here's bar 199 now. A cappella, please. About that tempo. A 1, 2, 1. Okay. I know it's fast, tenors, but I really need to hear that 5th beat. I'm missing this. When you drop down to that different voicing of B minor, I'm not hearing that. Can I hear just tenors? A little bit under that tempo. About 1, 2, 1, and. Yeah, our pitches aren't quite there. Tenor 2s. And tenor 1. So here it is. A 1, 2, 1. Yeah. As you work on that on your own, just make sure that we hear that, because it is rather important. You're the only ones moving on that. So emphasize that as much as you can, tenors. I know it's a big ask. Now we shift through a bunch of different keys here. Let's start now again at the B minor. I know you can find it now. I'm going to start 2 bars before. And you're in at 199, all 4 parts, please. Here we go. And 1, 2. And sopranos and altos. New key. Good. Now we go to G minor. That's really good. Basses, you're kind of off on your own here. Really think of yourselves kind of as like either a stand-up bass going or a cello going it can be a little bit marcato there, so that figure comes out of the texture a bit. Really nice. Here's 211 before your G minor entrance. 1, 2, all parts. I'm so sorry. My fingers have abandoned me. I played all kinds of wrong notes and you still did it. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, and good bass. And alto. And okay, so let's stop there. At bar 236, basses and baritones. Ganz und Euler is that first one. Then the octave. Can I hear those two basses? At 235. And 1, 2, ready, and. Yeah, that's it. It's a tricky spot. The key really is to just make sure that you get a vowel on a pitch.
The first one's D-A-D-D, and the other one reverses D-D-D-A.
I have D-A-D-A on both of you.
D-A-D-D. And then the second time D-D-D-A. Yeah.
Oh boy.
But it's the vowels that you ask for, not the pitches.
Okay, I won't worry about the pitch then. As long as you're somewhere in the D minor chord, we should be fine.
Hey, Paul, can we clarify something just that's confusing? Back a couple bars. 211, 12, 13, 14, 215.
Yeah.
The basses and baritones. The basses are singing the text that's below the pitch, and the notes, and the baritones are singing the notes that are at the tenor line.
Exactly.
Just so everyone's got that. It's a little confusing.
Yeah.
In our score.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So I don't want to keep anybody over because it's just about 9 o'clock now, and this has been really fun for me. Can we start at just bar 235 and sing a little bit of this until 9 o'clock? Right at the bass entrance, and 1, 2, and tenor, bass, and more, louder. It's really good. Can I just have more T on those last ones? Comped. Right at 301. 1 and 2. And all right. Give yourselves a hand. That was really nice. It is 9:01. Thanks for sticking with me for another 60 seconds. I'll look forward to seeing you all next Monday. Have a good evening, everybody. Stay safe in the rain.